Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me for Let's Talk. And guess who my guest is today, everybody?
The one and only.
The one and only. I can't say bishop. I can't say apostle.
You
I
just
don't
wanted to do that because listen, let me tell you something. I study psychology, and you smart woman, intelligent. You said that so sometimes I don't go ratchet and stuff. So you say Bishop, Baker, you'll say Baker, Donald. I know how you do. You try to throw that bishop out there, but I still go ratchet on them. I ain't scared of nobody. I ain't never scared.
You guys
I'm gonna tell the
no,
truth.
sir, it's
I was
nothing to be
talking
scared
tonight
of.
on a question and answer, and
All right
I did say hell was in your Bible.
now. Well, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right about that.
But look, it's always listen. I told you to tell the people why we late, what I was doing, but it's always a privilege to be on here with you, and of course, the king.
He right here. He just got off of work.
I know the king. The king is a backdrop man. He likes to stay in the backdrop.
Yeah, he love to stay in the back.
Anything that's in the back is brighter than anything in the forefront.
Come on now.
Oh, I know.
All right now, come on now.
But he's a real man, and I always celebrate Dr. Hale. I ain't never had no problems with him. And me and him, of course, have a lot in common. We come out the same
Birthday.
Yeah, but we come out the same garbage can of religion, gutter of religion, and we had to develop and study.
Come on now.
Our own self to get it knowledge. Because everything, I don't know why I'm going this way. I got to switch from secular to spiritual because I don't know why everything they told us we shouldn't do, they're doing it now in the churches. No TV, no telephone, no pants, no wigs, no Noxzema, no wear stocking, no makeup, no stockings. And the women,
nothing.
Yeah, them women used to wear them stockings on their legs as tight as this. What kind of shirt is this? Whatever it is, their stockings was like this. Hell, are you looking at the camera? The stockings were like this on the women. And I couldn't even look at the lady legs for the stockings to see if I want to marry because they were so. I need to see stuff like this.
He say, "Lord have mercy."
Look, I ain't ashy, huh?
No, you ain't ashy.
Yeah. I'm gonna say something else, but it's a privilege and an honor. I never want to ever not disrespect the king. King Hale. He's a good man and one of the greatest teachers and preachers that America needs to know about.
Yes, he's
a good man, and I ain't just saying that. Okay, now one of my phones. Hold on.
All right, get the phone.
Just bear with me.
We here. Go ahead. We here.
Well, I tell you, this technology is good and it's bad. It's good when it works and it's bad when it don't. Can you hear me, Hale?
Yes, sir. We hear you.
Hold tight. Don't bite. Let me adjust the sound. They don't need to see me. They just need to hear me.
Oh, Lord.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to make some adjustments.
Sir. Make your adjustments, sir.
Hold on, wLanita.
Yes, sir.
Sister Hale?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay, I was telling you to hold on.
I'm holding. I'm yet holding on.
Yeah, because I was trying to tell you, you got to listen. I was been talking on these things, and the battery just died while I was talking to you. And it ain't nothing but that fella that lived below in hell because I was saying something.
Okay.
I don't remember now.
So what is our topic tonight? What is the first topic we're going to be talking about tonight?
You want me to keep it?
You think churches should reopen up?
Well, let me make a note on that. Okay, church.
Church. Yes, sir. Open.
But you ask me a question.
Yes, sir.
What should be the first topic? And the first topic should be to our people is don't take that vaccine.
True. I agree.
Because You remember when they did the Tuskegee or whatever it was, and the poor black men died with the syphilis?
Yes.
And I'm just going to keep it 100, and I'm going to say what I want to say, whether it costs me money or not, and whether the white folks or black folks want to do business with me or not, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Yes, sir.
You fool a Negro one time, you ain't going to get him a second time. Negroes are a little bit smarter nowadays. I know they say, fool me one time, fool me 2 times, 3rd time on me, but no, a Negro's the second. Now,
yes, sir.
I don't care what everybody else doing publicly, and even though I'm from across the street, and I voted from across the street, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And it doesn't impress me that Pence and any of them, none of these politicians, especially that are taking this vaccine, yes, I got to run a test on it and see. That could be nothing but saline, nothing but water.
Right.
To impress the people. And black folks, we've been fooled too many times.
All right, now.
And we've been fooled about we're going to get reformation and 40 acres and a mule. And how the hell you want us to believe that in this virus? And I'm sad to say it, that it was a sister that I saw nurse, the first one to take it. She may be from the other side of the street, because sometimes our own people will help with the genocide of us.
I agree.
I'm gonna tell it like it is, and I said it the other day on the show. So I don't know what's in that virus. I mean that vaccine. I don't see y'all illustrious mayor running down there. I don't see none of these pastors in this city running, open their arm up.
All right.
You don't know what's in there, and
no, we don't.
It is, and I know that's bad English, but good theology. Look, let me tell you what I told the people. I ain't got no help tonight. I'm on my own.
Tonight.
They need to go and Google MRC5.
MRC5.
It is genetically modified. It goes in and mess with the protein in the body. And we don't know what it's going to create. I mean, we all may be incredible hope if we take it.
We don't know.
All kinds of things. It may wake up my old man.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
Oh, I wish I can be honest on this show, but I can get in trouble. No, you don't want me to be honest.
Well, that's what the people
because the homosexual movement is so damn strong, they may be injecting us all with a compromised disease, virus to agree with homosexuality and lesbian, and I'm not going to agree to none of it if it's in my grandma or my mama. I ain't taking nothing from these white folks or black folks. Now, you can ask the wrong one to be on there tonight, and I'm just going to tell the doggone truth, because nobody else is saying, and you got these old wink, come on, man. You know, it must have been the Lord told you, because I'm in a rough move. I'm still hot from the last show. You got all these old weak, tight pants wearing preachers who won't agree to nothing and stand up for nothing.
True.
Because the only thing to shut their mouth is all you got to do is line their pockets.
And they ain't gonna say a word.
And I'm not a conspiracy theory, but it's something funny, and change is strange, because a lot of people that's getting money from this stuff. Do your homework, people. I ain't gonna tell you my sources. I'm looking right now prior to the show. I got a source, get everything. Well, I tell you, go look on your public records is available.
Yes.
They don't know this vaccine. Many said that. Listen to me. And we'll talk about church. Listen, both of y'all, Dr. Hale, understand something. There's a thing they use when they go to war called collateral damage.
Right.
So, in other words, if we got 50 terrorists in Acres Home, Fort Bend County, Brazoria County, or wherever. It is easy. It's better to just blow up Fort Bend County, blow up, and I'm just using this as collateral damage to explain.
Right.
Wipe out Acres Home and save 5-point-something million people. So you lose a lot. You lose some to save more. I don't want to be the one in the batch that they lose. Well, we made a mistake on vaccines. We made many on them before. I don't know what's in this. Nobody has sat at the bargaining table with me and said, "Now, Mr. Baker, let me just tell you what's in this." Listen, I'm the type, and I've been taught two things in study. Two things you never discuss in public is health and wealth.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just say one thing about health. Because of COVID-19, I told the good doctor, I ain't coming in your office. I'm fine. I don't know about the people coming there. So he lives in my neighborhood. So every month, every 3 months when I go in, instead of me going in, he coming here because he's leaving out of the country this week coming up for Christmas. He's coming to see me Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you, like I told him, he know not to come that way. Don't come over here thinking you finna give me some damn shot. I ain't taking it. I done been through the COVID test 15 times. I ain't taking that no more either. Yeah, I'm tired. Listen with me. Yeah, because I don't let nobody come around me anyway. I've been scared. Right. I've been scared of the dominant culture for a long time, and I don't know what they're up to. Ain't nobody telling me nothing.
All right now.
So we just listen, people. I'm just saying we got to be careful.
We do.
And you got these preachers now. You listen to them come Sunday morning. They're gonna talk COVID, and they're gonna talk money.
Right.
And they're not going to advise our community. Our community is always underserved by our own constituents.
True.
I know you don't make me call their name because I'm not scared of anybody. From Democrat to Republican. Because Democrat to Republican. Let me tell you something, people. I understand the Bible more clear now than I do now. Is why he said the love of money, not having it, but the love of it. The love of it. The love of it to make you do anything.
Yep. Huh? You're telling the truth.
I know I can leave. I can go to any community right now and promise $5 million, which ain't no money for these pharmaceutical companies. Pfizer and Moderna or whatever. Ain't nothing to them. $5 million to them is like $5.
That's it.
And most of you Negroes will get a shot in your arm if I drop $5 million on you if you respect it in the community. Now, being that I'm getting now, let me just go on record. I ain't old and I ain't young, okay? But I may negotiate. If they come with $20 million, I may sit down at the bargaining table.
You might negotiate.
I might say, well, look at here. If I can make it for another 20 years and just live, y'all go ahead and drop. Listen, people, comical, but yet truth.
True.
Understand what you're getting into. And you got some of these. wLanita, you got a gift from God, you and your husband. Because y'all got the right one tonight, okay? Because let me tell you something. I'm going to quote and then unquote.
Okay.
Dr. Martin Luther King, I think he was quoting Reverend Dr. Abernathy. But anyway, quote and unquote. I'm so sick of Negroes scratching where they haven't been itching and laughing where they haven't been tickled. Hold on one second.
Okay.
This emergency. Talk, wLanita. Talk.
Yeah, that is so true. I want to know.
Everything okay?
On here.
Good. I'm on a show. You okay?
I want to make sure you want to put your question in there. Whatever you want to talk about tonight is ask Mr.
Come to my door. Come to it. I'm going to open it up. Come walk in.
Any questions you may have, anything you want to talk
just walk through
tonight, come on in.
Come through my front door is easy.
It's open, but you know how we do here. Real Talk with Lady Hale, and my guest tonight is Mr. Donald Baker. Any question you may have, even if you're not in Houston, if you're somewhere, just go ahead.
I'm so sorry for that. That was an emergency. Someone was at the door. But what I was saying is, I'm sick of Negroes scratching where they haven't been itching and laughing when they haven't been tickled.
Yes.
Because we let the politicians do it to us in our own communities, and we're underserved in our own communities by our own constituents.
Yes.
So with the COVID-19, look and do research.
True.
The MRC5, and I got a video I shared with you from a nurse. Know the contents of that.
Yes.
Yes. Know the content. I'm not going to answer that one. Know the contents of it.
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say to our people, as you call me, the bishop, you never lose. Listen, a pastor retires, but he still can wear the title.
Right.
They become dignified. And they become dignified and they become meritorious. They become meritorious and stuff like that. Come here, neighbor. Come here 1 second. Look, I have one of the, and he wanted to put a surprise for a daughter in here. This is my neighbor. I'm on the show, and I just was over. I don't answer because when my neighbor called, I thought we had some folks invading because I was getting ready to come out shooting and say bye to the show. Listen, this is a good man, my neighbor. And every time they cook the good food, they always take care of me. He don't know when they had the parties, I would listen in the bedroom. He do know how to sing. and it's probably like me when I get a little stuff. But that's why I'm trying to say that I understood what you were trying to do.
That's a Santa Claus gift, so that's why I want to hide it.
Yeah, just whenever, I'm here, I take, you're good man. It's good where it's at. You're good man. Just pull the door closed. Yeah. So he wanted to hide some gifts.
You're not going to lock the door. What if somebody walk in?
They ain't that kind of party. If they
do that,
don't make me go ratchet. This ain't Southeast Houston. This ain't Acres Home. But listen now, wLanita. I'm private about my undisclosed location because I don't trust folks. But let me tell you something.
Let me tell you. We know that.
Yes. No. I'm finna go off record.
Okay.
My neighbors today. Go to the news. And Greatwood is literally less than a mile from me from where I was at. Cross the street.
Mm-hmm.
The football players used to live over there, and all of them still do. Houses on the left. Sad to say that a family committed suicide. A man shot his wife, and hung himself.
And killed himself, both of them.
Well, what I'm saying,
they said that.
Look, literally, I was practically today a minute from where all this took place and never saw nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. I was right. I was just a minute. I was around the corner, like we say.
Yeah.
Everywhere there is violence.
You're right.
Listen to me. Now you get me all off, but I'm good at that living. Look, people don't break in homes in their neighborhood, especially the poor people.
Right.
Because they know we neighbor, we ain't got nothing.
We don't have nothing.
They come shop in other areas. Okay.
Yeah.
But they ain't just raggedy shopping, they have a mindset. They ain't just running in, knocking and kicking doors. Now, when this door opens, I don't have to get up to lock it. It automatically lock.
Okay.
Now but they welcome to invade if they want.
Because you got something waiting for.
Where you and your husband been to the bunker. But let's talk about this virus and this money.
Talk about the virus and the money. We listening.
So I just want in being comical and funny and laughing, really, it's sad. We're gonna see a lot of folks dying. And if you look, don't y'all trust these people?
Mm-mm.
They crooked as a crowbar. Now they said something today we were supposed to get so many vials and so many containers of this virus, and now they call what they call, I ain't never heard nothing in medicine. You see how that water is filled? Now watch this. Hold on. Okay, you see that? Well, they said they were filling the vials up too much. Now they want to split it in half. Now you want me to believe? You better watch your word. I don't trust the dominant culture with this stuff. Do you understand, Lanita? And you got people like you and Dr. Hale. And God knows, Donald Baker, the only way they're going to get it in me, they got to lock me down and hold me. Okay?
I know that's right.
The people who are taking this are the, I don't want to say uneducated, because they are, but the less informed people. And fear, look, fear will sell ice to an Eskimo.
True.
If you package it right.
You're right.
So what they do is they mess with the most vulnerable.
True.
The elderly.
Yes.
And comorbidity. COVID come from comorbidity, pre-exist. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Right.
So they always talk about high blood pressure, diabetes. Oh, those the most vulnerable population and the most heavily population with disease. I believe every individual got pre-diabetes and pre-high blood pressure. So why they didn't say this? The most people that are apt to die from COVID is the little babies.
Yeah.
Their immune system is different.
True.
And the most people that are apt to die from this here are broken bones. But they use two of the most highly diseased that probably everybody got.
Yeah.
Every Negro that ate chitlins and all that, fried chicken and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, fear everybody. I went to the doctor, pre-diabetes, pre-high blood pressure, and they go leaning their arm over, and then I'm going to tell you, God, boy, I tell you, just do your homework, people. Okay, do your homework.
True.
Okay, now we got a friend that's close to us, and I'm going to show you. He called me and said, Baker, I should have listened to you. I took the vaccine.
The vaccine.
He was a handsome man. And overnight, he didn't look at him.
You see that now?
Well, look, people, look, we're going to all be the Incredible Hulk. We're going to all be jumping, and it may trigger something else. Look, I'm still trying to figure out. The Bible says we were fearfully and wonderfully made.
Wonderfully made.
This thing is a medicine machine itself.
Yes.
Do you not, where the black preachers at? The body was designed to heal itself.
True.
And it does do that cut. Now, because we eat some of everything, and we all got the big old stomach. Do I look fat now? I got
No,
a
you
stomach.
do not.
I got all kind of. Let me tell you something. We eat some of everything, and I'm serious about this. And then all of a sudden we eat everything, and now the vanilla people don't do this, but I know our people. We eat everything under the sun, eat everything, and check out, and then we'll plead the blood. I plead the blood. I plead the blood. I come against you, Satan, before I eat this chicken.
Before I eat my chitlins, huh?
Chicken is and can I just be well? I don't bless my food.
Okay.
I don't ever pray. I get around the church folks and y'all make me do stuff that I'm not accustomed to doing. I don't bless food. Okay. Bless come from another word meaning to add to.
That's right.
Look at you got the COVID. You cough. What my mask?
Wait a minute.
Ain't got no help here.
Where is that?
All that coughing. We ain't figured this thing out yet. Yeah. If they can, you know, on your iPhone, you can go on there, and we've been on live 25 minutes, so people don't panic. If you do, go to bed. Some of you ain't going to bed anyway. You're going in there and shake some sheets with somebody else's wife or husband or stuff. So don't mess with me. Now, I may shake some sheets, but it ain't gonna be with nobody. Now, understand something. Okay, Lanita, you something else. Okay, do your homework. I'm a mind my business. Do your homework, people. This body is made to heal itself. If you go to your iPhone, you got to turn off that COVID-19 tracker. Did you know that?
We got to. I believe it.
No, it ain't nothing. You don't, whether you believe it or not, it is so.
Yeah.
On your iPhone, you got to turn it off because it plays a game. So if they can track people by that, you go and look on your iPhone, go into settings, and I have to send it to you and turn it off. I don't need to know how many folks are dying over here. They didn't tell me how many were dying from cancer. They didn't tell me how many were dying over on Cullen area when they was killing the black people with that old bogus gas and oil running through there. What's that community called? And they sued them for $1 million in the oil companies.
They did that with
No. They got over in the Cullen area, off of Cullen. They was the people was running. It went away because money. But it went away after the people who suffered died and their children got the money.
Yeah.
Look it up. I'm not gonna be nobody's guinea pig. And if anybody want to come in here, hold on.
He might be getting a gun, y'all.
Well,
we don't know.
I don't know where my book's at. I'm gonna tell you something. Here it is. I know I keep this. Listen, people, black people.
I thought you was going to get a gun.
No, I'm not a violent person. Okay. I was going to get this gun.
Oh, I saw that book when we was over there. You showed us that book.
I have a whole bunch of them here, one in my briefcase and car. If you don't know the United States Constitution and your rights to bear arms, your right to freedom of speech, okay, and all that good stuff. Do you understand, Lanita?
I got one of them. They had them in the boat.
Well, a lot of them have them, but they don't read them.
Well, yeah.
In case somebody pull me over and try to talk, I pull out this. I'm serious. I pull out this Constitution on there because when you violate this,
that's a problem.
Even though you got the liberals who want this to be shredded, our forefathers. Well, if you want to call them, let's say framers, because they wasn't my forefathers, because they were all white. Our framers of the Constitution. The right to bear arms. Right. The right to protect yourself. The right to say, I don't know. The right to say nigger. The right to say cracker.
Yeah.
The right to say Mexican. The right to say damn you. The right to say go to hell. And no, I know it's rough. Oh, yeah. But people love the truth. They just don't like. Now, so what I'm saying to you, the old people used to say, "Oh, my dead body."
Yeah, over my dead body.
I ain't saying that because when I'm dead, the Bible said the dead know nothing. You do what you want to do.
All right now.
Not on my dead body, because if you coming in here trying to make me do something, that horse will not ride, that dog will not bark, and that cat will not meow.
Come on
I was waiting for one of the tracers or trackers that they got in the Houston area. They started first, knocking on people's doors.
Right.
And want to ask you something about your medical records. And tell me, I wish you would. I'm suing everybody. The HIPAA law protects that.
It sure does.
I ought to sue Apple. Now, if y'all go to suing, put me in on it.
They put me in on the suing part. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
You go down there now, they're forcing you. They ain't never force you to tell, oh, it's getting good. They never force you when you getting a job and you leave your job because you got a medical problem, whether you got diabetes, high blood pressure, AIDS, you didn't have to come back and tell them you good before you come back to work. Right. But now with the COVID-19, it's just, to me, it's a setup plan to disenfranchise our people, because y'all don't realize that Texas is an at-will or right-to-work state. They don't need to, they don't have to say, we don't want to hire you because you're a nigger. I'm going to just keep it 100. All you got to do is say, we no longer want your service. In other words, they saying in a coded word, nigga, we don't need you here. We don't want your kind. And they're protected. You better hear me. So let me explain something to you. You better know what your rights are.
True.
And I know you're looking at the clock. Y'all called me. I ain't called y'all.
Who looking at the clock?
Well, you looked at something now.
I'm looking at comments.
I'm helping the people. Read the Constitution. You're going to come in here and hold me down. I think you're going to make me. Your HIPAA rights are protected. And you don't need to be telling nobody I left for COVID and you can't go back to work. You can't go to school. Your children can't go to school because they say you were COVID. Well, whatever happened to the HIPAA law? That protects your medical privacy. I know I'm talking because I like to read. I read stuff. I got books that Negroes or white folks probably don't have.
You telling the truth? That HIPAA.
Listen, they tried to kill me too many times. I'm not taking the virus, the vaccine. But you're going to have the elderly who are scared anyway and half dead. You're going to have those. Now you go. And older people, they're going to take. And then they're going, I ain't heard this nowhere, Dr. Hale. I just know how this culture works.
Mm-hmm.
And money answered all things. The book said that.
Yeah, that's what it says.
And if these people do not take that, they're going to start saying, well, we're going to cut your, what is Medicaid, Medicare?
Your welfare.
Well, let's just say Medicare, because it ain't welfare. Yeah. They're going to cut your Medicaid and Medicare. They're going to threaten you to take it.
And your food stamps.
Well, is it still food stamp paper?
No, they do it on the card.
You sure know a lot about it. Okay.
I wish I could get a card.
But listen, let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you, like I told several other people, and I told you this. Okay, I guess I shouldn't. There's a show coming. Forgive me, starting in January, that I was asked to co-host with an individual on.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to this man that I respect. So when y'all see it come, I already got the video. I just hadn't had a chance to share the coming soon. But it said, I told him, if I can't get on here and provide education, information, and inspiration to my people and all people,
right,
then leave me the hell alone.
That's true. That's true. I agree.
I don't care. We got beautiful stuff set up. Expensive. I got all kind of stuff. When my niece came in, both man had to put I got boxes with umbrella lights and what they call it.
Beautiful lights.
The people spend money and put it there. Start. Now I'm gonna send you the video privately, okay? This is coming soon. I'm gonna tell y'all why I didn't like it. We're gonna have to post it and stuff, because when I'm doing most shows, I'm behind a desk.
Yes.
And it doesn't show my full physique.
Okay. So you want to show it out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Show your physique.
Well, no, the reason I get behind the desk and we got these now is to kind of hide this COVID.
He say hide the COVID.
I wish I had time to tell you. I joke, play. People know I'm serious.
Mm-hmm.
And you talking about a man above average who is so doggone thankful. I almost said it to God. It never ceased to amaze me. And we're going to close how good he is to me.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you this, talking about this, I ain't going to bring no tears to my eyes, because I do that privately.
Mm-hmm.
See, a real breakthrough doesn't ever happen public. It happened private.
Privately.
If you plant a seed in the ground, the breakthrough don't happen on top of the ground. It happens under the ground first.
It's true.
Pay me for what I know.
That's right.
And I'm thankful. And I don't take for granted.
No, you don't.
The other night I got up. I don't cook. Don't know how.
Yes, you do.
God knows how to cook. I got up to get some water and some cucumbers or fruit. Most people know how it's empty. There ain't nothing there. You come here, I'm gonna get you a good drink of water.
That's it.
You ain't get no juice. Oh,
no juice.
Ain't get no soda water, a pop or whatever they call it. I hadn't had more than 20 years.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, sure is. There's no juice. Look, but I should give you a good glass of wine.
He's talking about a good glass of wine.
Because anything that gel shouldn't go in your body and freeze. So wine and alcohol is the only thing. I don't drink alcohol in a sense. I drink grapes.
Well, okay, just drink your grapes.
But listen, we take for granted the things God does for us. And right. I talk about the church opening up. And that most preachers spend more time studying to be eloquent and intelligent, and they miss all our people.
Yes.
And the only thing you get on churches on Sunday morning, there's a breakthrough coming. They ain't preaching that over at the Lakewood. You already got your breakthrough. And they preach. Why is it always us that need the money?
Need a breakthrough. Yeah.
And need the money and need the healing and need this here.
We
and
need
every Sunday we sell our people a bunch of, I ain't gonna say what I want to say. I'll start turn around and touch your neighbor. Well, COVID got you now. You can't touch nobody and turn around and do that on the camera.
No, you bet not.
Turn around and hug your neighbor.
Hug your neighbor. No,
yeah, I ain't lying. I'm gonna tell you these two things. We gotta close. I was in one church prior to COVID, and the old mother just kept on touching me on the leg because the neighbor, the guest preacher kept saying, "Touch your neighbor and push your neighbor." And I said, I've never been in a church where I've been sexually assaulted and abused and beat in one sense. Touch your neighbor, pull on your neighbor, and that's sexual assault and abuse. Huh? Pull on your neighbor and tell him it's gonna be all right. And high five your neighbor and touch your neighbor. Pull on, give him a hug and tell him you're gonna be. And I said, man, by the time I got home and get in my car, listen, I'm just talking fair. I'm gonna give you a little wine, but I wanted to smoke dope and everything because I was so exhausted. And I felt violated.
He felt violated.
I did. I don't want it. It would have been all right if it was a little youngster or something that meet my stand, pulling on me and stuff and hitting on my thigh. You know, I'm vulnerable. I may be old, but I ain't cold.
Mother did not mean no harm.
I don't know what she meant. I tried to tell her I didn't want to be bothered because I had one phone in there like I was reading the Bible. Okay? And the other one was like this.
She was
I gave you the code. Don't be touching on me. Now, look, I done dropped the phone and took this off if it was something but I'm just saying. And we can't do that no more. We got to get the people to unadulterate the truth, uncompromised. You can't preach from the hip and to the pocketbook and all that. We preach from hip, lips, fingertips, and pocketbooks. God's going to give you a fine man, a fine woman. God's going to give you a husband and a wife, and most of it don't qualify to have a husband or a wife.
All right now.
And he's going to give you a house on the hill and a big old mansion, and they have them Bibles, about 10 of them, and they're going to give you a house on the hill and a big old mansion. You can't even manage a one-bedroom damn apartment. God is a God of order. He ain't gonna give you no mansion. You can't keep a one-bedroom apartment or studio clean. How you gonna keep a mansion with many rooms? Maybe we need to get, maybe we get maybe we get Dr. Hale and me on the show together.
Yes.
And we talk with Bible stuff because all these other folks scared to put the truth. And I'm gonna tell you something. We got to go. It's 9:16. We got to go. Listen, a lot of people when they get to heaven, gonna say, I don't want to be up here. Cause what the preachers told us heaven is bad English, but good theology. What heaven is not. I go to prepare a place for you that where I am a mansion. Ain't gonna be no mansions up there. How you gonna have a mansion in a celestial, in a spirit body? Where would you dwell? I'm gonna have a mansion with many rooms in there. No, you're not. That is not theology. And when you get them old line preachers there, the Bible and Isaiah called them dumb dogs that cannot bark. That's what Isaiah. I'm doing the Bible. And look, and they take and make it say, they don't break it down. And when you get to heaven, there's gonna be streets, paved with gold. It ain't no gold up there. We don't need gold when we get to heaven. We need it right now in our pockets.
We need it now.
When I get to heaven, I don't care if the streets are blacktop paved, which there's no streets.
Yes.
If the book say we're gonna be like him.
That's true.
Dr. Hale, am I telling the truth? We're gonna be spirit beings. We're gonna be spirit beings.
That's true.
When this old tabernacle dissolved, we got another building that's not made by hand. It ain't gonna, you're right. It ain't gonna get sick no more because it be spirit.
Yes.
It ain't gonna desire no 24-36 fine woman because it's spirit.
Yes.
That's just like marriage. Ain't nothing spiritual about marriage. Marriage is for us down here. We get up to heaven. I don't need no wife. Ain't gonna be no knocking the boots up there. And that's why I'm trying to get all my time in right now. I'm trying to knock some boots. I'm just a man. I'm trying to knock the boots until I lock the boots with me a wife.
Rolling over
but
here.
I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, you're telling the truth.
Any of you black preachers, white preachers, Spanish preachers, Chinese people, Vietnamese, send me a message and tell me where gold is. It's a figure. It's describing how splendorous and glorious it is.
Speech, in other words.
If that's the case, we got to rewrite 1 Peter, 2 Peter, wherever it's at. I don't know. When he said we will be like gold. Negroes, we ain't gold yet. He says, I'll heat it up and the impurities floats to the top to become pure gold. And they would take, I don't have it here. I normally have everything I need, but they have tweezers, the goldsmith. If you take some of them old gold teeth out your mouth that you got back in the 70s and the 80s, you take it to the goldsmith, he gonna melt it down. Hell know where I'm going. And they melt it, and they let the impurities float to the top. And they take tweezers and pick the and they turn the fire up some more. Pure gold.
Yes.
Okay. That's what he does to us. It ain't him putting no real fire.
No.
But he makes our situation hot to make us get sometime right.
Yes.
Hell, you know, in the 1st, 2 Peter, where it say he heat up the fire, the purity, and we'll be purified as gold, and stuff. He tries in the fire. Look, ain't none of y'all burning like that. It's a figure of speech.
That's what he said. That's what Mr. Hale
When you get to heaven, people, understand the writer was just trying to put in our mind a beautiful, splendid view of how heaven is. And heaven is going to be gorgeous and as big as the earth, but it ain't. I'm trying to make it make sense. It's just not what these good preachers
have quoted us. Because some of the stuff just don't marry and come together. It's all right, the good blacks and whites. When you get there, there's gonna be some crystal water. Well, hell, we got alkaline and all that. I don't need to drink no water when I get there. I never thirst no more. I never hunger no more. I never lust anymore. I never lie anymore. I never commit adultery anymore because I'm spirit. You know,
that's true.
Some of you think you're gonna get over there and you're gonna have a hunk of flesh and say, I'm gonna get, and then and the reason healing will not be necessary because you're spirit.
Yes.
Now, how you black preachers and whites and the rest of y'all take and say, when I get over there, there's gonna be a tree. It's an example for the healing of the nation. It didn't say person, but the nation.
Yeah.
And you just take that, and the water gonna be crystal clear, and one gate and all that hewed out of one pearl. None of that matters to me, and it shouldn't to you, because I ain't going there to see gates of pearls, because there will be none.
Yes.
But there will be the spirit like we have in us.
That's true.
Keep getting happy and shouting and running. I'm gonna tell you, you better understand something.
Yeah, sit down and learn something.
Okay. And if you ain't got rich now by what them preachers has told you, you ain't finna get rich. I'm gonna tell you how to get rich. I know the keys. Hey, I can show you how to get rich. Now, wLanita Hale, I know you're a writer, and Dr. Hale. I'm gonna tell the people how to get rich, since y'all want to get rich. But I ain't gonna do it tonight on the next show just to show up. And write it down, and I'm going to give you the principles reminder to getting rich. Don't listen to them lying preachers, because they going home to their gated communities, their mansions on the hills. Here, when they die, their wife don't even have nothing. That's why, let me tell you, preacher wives, something.
You telling the truth. They leave you with
we got to stop. Look, let me tell you, black preachers, wives, black preacher wives, you better make sure that Negro die first, because the church ain't gonna give you a damn thing.
They won't. You won't get nothing.
Better hear me.
You won't even have nowhere to stay.
They'll throw you out.
You're right. You see it all the time. You won't have nothing.
I'm gonna tell you, listen, they will do like certain denominations do now. They'll bring a new preacher in every week till they decide which one they want. They preach him to death and throw him out and get him done. They don't mind paying him $1,000 a week. Until they find the right sucker who will listen to the boards and the deacons and all that other bull crap.
You're right.
But you got one preacher who come there and say, I don't need your money. And if you're going to pay me, which they should take care of the preacher.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, I ain't compromising.
Oh, they don't want you. Mm-mm.
I know it.
You got to go.
I ain't compromising. These sisters ain't singing in my choir. These sisters ain't getting on the keyboard. These adulterers ain't getting in the pulpit and sitting next to me and talking, look at that fine woman, doc, if you got a wife. I ain't gonna go. I didn't go for it then. Now look, I'm single, and it's different. If you're married, y'all be good. But that's no. I'll show you how to get rich. It ain't like what them good preachers tell you. You didn't turn around. Look, they done had us turn around 7,000 times, and we still ain't got no money.
Turn around. You gonna turn it around. Turn it around. You've been turning around for years.
And so, vanilla church, the black preacher will preach, turn around, and when you go home, your situation is going to turn. I got home and I almost said, well, worse than it was. I said, that's
what happened. It used to be worse when you get home.
I said that, I'm going to tell you how I said it, because I'm a real person. I said, that lying nigga.
You know it was gonna get worse when you got home. You already knew that.
I'm going through a period in my life. It wasn't my wife's fault. It wasn't my fault. Her fault. It was just different views. Okay, and some stuff just come to an end. Look, everything got an expiration date. Go get some milk. Go get some water. This water got an expiration date. Most colored people don't know that water has an expiration.
It does. It has an expiration date.
All right. So it ain't nobody's fault. Sometime it lasts 60, 70. I'm reading the article 71 years. Now look, I don't want nothing. I don't keep nothing that long but some old money. And I'm gonna collect. I don't know. Cause what we gonna do? Feed each other mush, baby. But everything has an expiration. And old nigga, God forgive him. Turn around. It's gonna be all right when you get home.
It's worse when you get home.
Where I find myself standing before the judge writing checks and all that foolishness.
Yeah. Had the right.
Listen to these online preachers. And go home and open that book up for yourself.
Yes, read it for yourself.
And churches nowadays, to your question, should we open up? No, if you ain't gonna do things different.
Yes.
Maybe, just maybe the Lord is telling us, go ye therefore in the highways and the byways, and compel them to come to me and not to you.
Come on now.
And not everything, the mega churches, everybody is COVID, and we just say, all right. I'm just saying.
That's the truth,
and you got the old people who don't know nothing about Zoom, Goom, and Doom.
They don't know.
And you're trying to get them to get on there. I ain't lying, God is not witness. I tell you who, and nobody know but me and you. I had you go over in your area and take old mother some food.
Yeah.
Now don't you say nothing else, okay? And poor mother didn't know nothing. How to get on the Zoom. And titties all out.
You know them old people don't know how to get on the Zoom.
Oh, mother didn't know that camera, okay? I said, oh, mama, I saw the house coat moving and I saw Brazils and stuff. They used to call them Brazils. Because these women now, they don't wear bras. They got a little thing, man. Those of you who have been married sometime, they got a little thing like a circle. They just put up under there and lift it up. You won't discover that until you get them home and that thing drop and you can breastfeed a midget. So don't be deceived. Everything shining is not gold and everything shaking his hips is not a woman.
All right now.
Now look, should the church open up? Not if you're going to do
the same thing.
The same thing. Time out for that. Remember, I'll show you how to get rich. I'll show you how to do it. And let the scriptures become reality in your mind and your spirit based on what God showed you and not some drunk, crazy, cuckoo preacher.
Drunk, crazy, cuckoo preacher.
I'm just thinking of everything I can call them. And I ain't mad at them because I'm one of them. But if you know the people that's on here that's seeing me pass, no, I didn't do it that way.
Yes.
I never did, and I never had pastoring longer than most folks, 20 plus years, and I never did an anniversary. And if I caught them trying to slip and do something for a birthday, I shut it down.
I know that's right.
I did not want to contaminate what I was doing. So therefore, if someone would have slipped me $1,000 here and there and haul these big events at my church and have all these other preachers come in and preach your anniversary, and they come in and they raise $20,000 for you, then when their anniversary comes, you got to make sure that's worse than a pyramid. So I didn't get involved in that stuff. No.
You got to go in the circle. That's how it goes.
No, I do celebrate preachers and give them to their anniversary because I ain't never expect nothing. I don't have no anniversary, Doc, and you ain't coming for that.
All right now.
I just didn't want nothing to contaminate me.
That's a blessing.
From being able to preach the gospel like Paul said, liberally. And live. I wanted my liberty. So if I preach on these sissies, if I preach on these, now I'm not good English, man. I'm just gonna say like I was. If I preach on these sissies and if I preach on these bulldaggers, that's what we used to call them
in the old days.
Sissies, punks, and bull. Oh, I'm gonna get. Now I know you scratching your nose. Oh, I'm sorry, but are you scared of it?
About what?
You scared?
Of who?
I just said it the way we said in the old days. So I'm just trying to say I wanted to preach, and I didn't preach. I wanted to preach liberty. I didn't go in with the jewelry and the gold because I didn't want to look like a pimp.
Mm-hmm.
And most preachers, not all of them, I have tons of preachers. Most of them look like pimps from the street. Now, y'all saw that little joke. Now, did you see that little joke where Miles put of me?
Yeah, I saw that. I said, look.
We and her was talking, and she took a picture, people, and put that yellow, because most people know I don't like loud color. Yeah, and we were just having a good time. And I said, I don't care because I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody.
Come on now.
I ain't got too old. I got 40 more years. I got at least 40 more years left here. I'm hoping to see some of y'all die. I want to go to y'all funeral. I want y'all coming to mine.
Hey, don't come to mine. He's gonna go to your funeral. I know that. He say, you ain't coming to mine.
Yeah. What about we shouldn't? Our children shouldn't. We shouldn't be burying our children, and that's another story. Yes. But our children should be burying us. But every time, and ain't no preachers right now. They talk about COVID. They talk about money coming.
Huh.
They talk about houses and land, and they ain't talking about the violence that has increased in this city alone.
Yeah, Miss Jones said they like drug dealers. They like to be flashy.
They worse than drug dealers because you're going to pay him. Or he going to kill you. Yeah. And if you don't give money to churches, the preachers going to talk about you.
They sure are.
And to make you feel bad, the drug dealers just going to blow your brains out. They worse. But I agree with it.
And one church, they not calling if you don't pay your tithes. One lady told me they call you on Monday, wanted to know why you didn't pay your tithes.
I wish they would call me. How you know I got paid? I want Dr. Hale.
He said, well, what are they doing for the community if they want to know where the money is?
I tell you, and that's another show. I'll tell you where it's going. I'm going to tell you black people what to do. And wLanita, write it down. And Dr. Hale, write it down.
He right here.
If we do this show, I'm going to tell you what to do. And I'm going to tell you what people need to do about how to find out. Listen, people, the government we have is a government that's supposed to be what we call transparent, open books. Okay? Don't tell nobody I said this. Go to whatever it's called, the Paycheck Protection Program. Lakewood got $4 million.
Yes, you did.
Now, why in the hell does Lakewood need $4 million? TD Jakes
got money.
Millions. People, it's public information. Go to the government website, Google Paycheck Protection, and they'll give you a list of all the churches. Oh, they're going to kill me.
You said they're going to kill me.
And I didn't put it out there. The government put it out there.
It was on the news. Yeah, it was on the news.
And you can look up a list of all them preachers and churches that got money, and you say to yourself, I thought we were turning around 3 times and everything would be all right, especially with the church.
Nope.
And I'm going to tell you, a lot of them, we're going to see these preachers come in handcuffs. Because you could steal Donald Baker money and not go to jail.
Yeah.
You could steal Dr. Hale money and not go to jail. But you don't steal this white government money and think you're not going to jail. You're going to jail and to hell because they don't play.
Nope.
Go Google it. And you can look it up, however, the Googleation, the Devilation, whatever, and look and put your church in and search.
Yeah, you'd be surprised who
and they got paycheck protection money based on the employees.
Right.
The IRS is gonna come back and say, "Well, I thought your tax said this."
That's right.
And now these people ain't even showing up to work, but you need money, and most of them preachers ain't getting none of this money. I don't care if it's one of the sisters in the choir, one of the sisters on the organ, one of the pimps preaching, a payroll. Did I cover them all? Or whether the bulldaggers ushering, I'm just trying to cover everybody. Or whether the fornicator is the janitor, I'm just trying to say if they on payroll, then that money should have been distributed.
Or what about feeding people in the community?
No.
That ain't gonna work.
Paycheck protection.
Yep.
That's to protect the payroll of the people you about to let go because of the mobility or the COVID-19 virus.
True.
And y'all let all the poor people go, and you done got rid of some of these people. And I don't know any church in a sense that has done this. But in a sense, I just know what I'm reading.
Mm-hmm.
And if you read like I read, you'll see. And I'm listening to these people crying. And I ain't gonna call no name because I deal with a lot of churches. A good friend of mine. Preachers are my friend. I love them to death.
Yep. Yes.
I'm going to show you. I'm trying to finish reading this book. They don't pay me, so I don't want to say everything about my flash. Every Man's Battle.
Yes.
That's the title. Okay, I'll show you. Every Man's Battle. Every man, that's mankind, man. We all got battles.
Yes.
And it's sad that our own people always give us this service.
Always.
I know, I'm not going to call names. I know churches who are really doing stuff tremendous in the community. The church, I ain't calling their names. You just agree or not. The church where you display food at out there, yellow house of God, a green house of God, a white house of God. I have a good friend who's doing a tremendous event on tomorrow. I got preachers all over who doing a lot of stuff. I got some stuff, and if they don't come get it, it's going in the garbage can. I got some preachers come and pick up some stuff for the little children.
Yes.
It happened last minute. I don't have the means to do it. And somebody said, Baker, you know a lot of people. No, I don't. I fool with a lot of people. I don't know a lot of people.
I know a lot of people. I know that's right.
Because know me is to love me, and everybody don't like me.
So everybody don't like me.
But a hell of a lot of them love me because I tell them. Right, I say what a lot of them want to say.
That's the best why they love you, because you gonna say it when nobody else will say it.
One preacher I went to preach, he said, now look, when you get up, don't slip. I said, what you mean, Doc? I said, I don't ever slip. Anything I do is deliberately, it's me.
Yes.
Now, if you try to tell me, be careful, don't say hell or damn, then you better stop this wheel from turning before it starts.
He say stop it before it starts.
People go and Google and look at all the people who have gotten. Look at the public information. Look at how much money has been distributed. This COVID-19 is real.
Yes, it is.
But there's a fraud attached to it. I'm quitting, Lanita, and you can do the dismissal. Let me just say this one story. This happened. No, do the benediction. This happened to me on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And I have my brother who runs several apartment complex for 20 plus years. The man know everything about AC and air conditioning and refrigerator. When I told you I got up hungry through the night and to get my water and get me little cucumbers and stuff and snacks and eating my sleep. And I noticed the temp in the refrigerator was a little bit off, but didn't bother me. And Monday morning when I got up, I sure enough noticed it. And I called my brother, and the man told me this. Now you seen the refrigerator's good, and open one door here and the other door here, ain't nothing in it. He said, my brother told me, and then at least told me, my brother, who run all these complexes. Man, I said, just go, he used to go to church when I Bishop, just go buy your refrigerator. And I said, this nigga crazy. That's what I said in my mind. My brother crazy. Man, come over and bring me a refrigerator, put it in and everything. I called my niece who's watching them. Long story short, Monday morning I really knew. Sunday it started Sunday night. Monday, I said, oh no. This refrigerator just so pristine. And it ain't because it don't get no usage.
Yes.
Listen to this for real, no joke. And most people can understand this. And I'm going, what I did, I don't cook. You know how you go to the store and buy them bags of chicken Tyson?
Yes.
In my mind, I would get it and think one day I would just consume it and put it in the freezer side. Every time I would go to the store, just in case. Like the little thing. And wLanita, I didn't mean to say wLanita. Dr. Hale. I threw away 2 garbage bags of food that met the trash on Tuesday, which was less than what I paid for a little thing like this to go in the back. Hale probably know about it. It's called a capacitor.
Yeah.
I overworked the capacitor. And I told this voluptuous, beautiful woman, I said, Walker, the Lord showed me that I've been doing in that freezer is stacking good stuff on top of bad stuff.
Yeah.
And I couldn't distinguish what was good and what was bad.
Yep.
And so what I was doing, it was so stacked up. You know how the upright, you got one door for the freezer nowadays and the ice box. The ice box is more understandable. I get visual because I go in there and you seen it ain't up a good water.
You say just good water, that's it.
And some fruits. Now I eat everything under the sun. But it's just me. But the Lord said, this is my spiritual revelation, black people. I'm stacking, and I told I said, hit me. I've been stacking when I started getting them copies back because I needed to go out for two. I've been stacking good stuff on top of bad stuff. Bacon from the 80s.
No,
No, I'm just trying to make you understand. And all this bags and that never been open.
You can't do that.
No, but what I'm saying, now, I know now, whatever go on that freezer side is going to be used at a certain period.
Yeah, you have to.
In our life, we spend so much time stacking good stuff on top of bad stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Some of us keep leaving out one bad dating a husband to get another bad husband. And we walk past all the good ones.
Just walk right.
I can never figure out why a single, good-looking young man like me can't find a good woman. I ain't looking for her to be rich nor poor, because we both got to eat, so I don't need her to be rich. I may be her to be poor. I'm poor. We both poor.
And we won't eat.
But you got to be able to carry some baggage. What's that lady that sing that song? Bag lady.
Oh,
you know it. Don't act like you've been speaking in Hana Mashanda, all that. Mary J. Blige, or I don't know.
What's her name? Not India.
Maybe it's her. One of them beautiful black luscious women. One day them bags lady and all that old stuff. And every time, it look like I keep running the bag lady.
Why you keep running the bag lady?
Well, sometimes maybe it's what you attract.
That's it.
I get all the B's. Broke, babies, and bipolar. I'm just being okay. So I learned now. I got to learn how to live with me because you've been here, you and your husband. I got to get this OCD under control. Everything got to be lined up. And the poor lady,
that's not gonna work.
That's what I'm trying to say. The poor lady today come cleaning because she come going on vacation. And I say, hey, I'm telling too much, maybe. I say, hey, I just noticed I know you're coming on an off day today. Today is Friday. She know I'm gonna come on Sunday. I say I'm just using you reverse it. I said it wasn't t-shirt, but I say, look, you got blue t-shirts and brown t-shirts in here mixed. That'll confuse me.
Oh Lord.
Well, I don't like. I need if I got brown drawers, I need the brown drawers and blue drawers. I need them bundled up in one color so I can know what we're working with. I don't wear white t-shirts on the nothing. Everything got to be colored. I told the woman I don't sleep on. I don't sleep on white sheets because white sheets are always what they cover on you when you're in the hospital in the grave and they cover the white sheet. I need colored sheets.
When you get married,
I don't want to see no white drawers on no woman because white drawers tell too much stuff. God forgive me.
God forgive. I don't know how.
Don't wear none. Okay. All the preachers gonna get me. I ain't gonna ever get to preach no. I'm gonna start my own church now on Zoom. Everybody else doing it.
Everybody else got a church on Zoom. You might as well get one.
Let me tell you something, people, because it ain't going different from now on. But long story short, I quit. I was putting good stuff on top of bad and bad on top of good. And because God sent a signal to me to let me know something was wrong, and I wouldn't have discovered it right away if I wouldn't have purchased these organic pops that I picked as cool, and there ain't no liquor in them, but they freeze, and it's just good for the belly.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of vitamins. And I had stopped drinking them because they have a lot of nutrients. Because the sugar contents of natural fruit is probably high as the other. And something said, get them. And I got them. And they normally take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and they froze them. And they wasn't, and it didn't bother me. But when I kept touching, I said, no, this is something. I say like the church, but the devil is a lie. And still didn't get my attention to all that food. People understanding our lives. Stop being needed by people. Women talking in relationship, they need it. Never be needed. Because when you need it, you use. Be wanted. Be a diamond in the rough. Oh, I like that song. I like to listen to good love music because it makes me kind of understand, but I listen to the language. Anthony Hammond, that nigga need to pay me if you hear. But there's a song he got out in the 90s. It was called Get Hard to Breathe.
Yep.
And now go look that song up.
He said go look that song up.
Diamond in the rough.
There you go.
Okay. But I was doing something. So make sure that you meet the qualifications for your expectation.
That's right.
Ain't no preacher said that. There ain't none of these books. Okay? Because some of them want $1 million husband.
Come on now.
And they got a government food stamp mentality.
Ain't they gonna work?
I learned a simple lesson. Quit part junk. I ain't rich, I ain't poor. Okay? But God has made everything convenient for me. And I don't take it for granted.
That's right.
Listen to my brother, I would have been rushing. Well, went online and would have called the depot people. What they call them? The card. But I looked at that card 3 times. And I ain't gonna interrupt the show. I would to say, I don't remember saying the devil is a lie. I know what I said. I looked at that credit card because it's not a card you need to carry in your pocket at Home Depot. And I said, I'll be damned. and God blessed me.
Yes, you are a true blessing.
No, I spent $250 to get the thing fixed, and I got another 5 years. Hell, I may not be here that long.
Lease the refrigerator. Somebody had the kids.
Ain't nothing in it anyway. But God was simple things in life He teach us.
True. That was a good message. How you learned that? That's true.
I learned that. Listen,
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I'm trying to just. My neighbor wanted to bring the little talk, and God would make it change. Now this man, he never did that. So the bike is in my walkway in this house by myself. I don't walk but one path because if I see any other fingerprints, I'm going to shoot a footprint. Learn how to break the cycle of what you've been doing your way, and learn there is another way. I ain't moving that bike. Now I got to go around, and I'm gonna do
it. That's right.
Something different He's trying to introduce. COVID is different.
Yep.
You didn't sit here and talk these preachers opening and closing, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. You got to shut this thing off. Listen, people, y'all new president coming is going to shut the government down. I predict. Let me do the church stuff.
Do the church stuff.
What they call discernment and stuff. Or what? I discern maybe it's gonna be 8 weeks, but I know Biden gonna shut this city
back down.
8 weeks. I ain't no prophet. But if I do become right, call me and say, Baker, you're instant prophet or something.
Yeah, your discernment was right. This not like some of them. They keep saying it. You never see it come to pass.
No, we got to stop. But the hell need we did show. Look, there's a lot of stuff I say was coming that came, and nobody said it wasn't being a prophet. It was being available to hear what he's saying. It's I don't know if I have any money in my pocket. And quit letting this be, it ain't but a few dollars. I don't know how to do that. Quit letting this be your guide.
Come on now.
Let me hide, because y'all people still out there. Quit letting this black card be your guide. And quit preaching from this stuff.
That's right.
And preach the book. And be sensitive to his hearing. And you will better guide your community. Well, we let the politician dictate to us.
Yeah.
Okay, now bye. But tell me about this show, this event coming up tomorrow. I'm so confused.
It's Sunday.
We're Sunday. Okay, well, I ain't got to do anyway because ain't no churches. And I got 2 phones. One for the I got 2 phones. So while I'm at your event Sunday, giving out chicken toys. All right. Here, I put the church in one ear and the devil in the other ear on the other phone. So ain't no church, and it's gonna be 1 o'clock to 3. Tell us about that. Tell me about that.
From 1 to 3, but I will be there specifically at 11 because I'm gonna be helping put the boxes together. But it starts.
Okay, Mary? You can get there early at the tomb. I ain't coming that early.
Yeah, Donna coming about. Harold gonna be out there.
I don't know Harold. I know Dr. Hale. 1 to 3 p.m. And the only reason, not the only reason, it's convenient because it's
by Israel.
By Israel. I can get on my camel and come on down the street. So can you tell, I know it's your show, but I'm just trying to get clear. It's at between 1 and 3 p.m. Yes. That's on
this Sunday coming up.
Mm-hmm. Now,
and you know, most of the people on that state represent.
Listen, I don't like the name drop. Okay, listen to me. I picked up the phone because I was confused because the flyer said the 20th
And that's a Sunday, but they put
hold on, let me get my government.
These ain't the government glasses.
What the hell I do with them?
Yeah, it was supposed to be Sunday. They put Saturday up there, but the 20th is on Sunday.
Well, you didn't create that, right?
I didn't create that.
You were fault. So I called.
I didn't create it. I told them about it. They didn't want to. I
said,
okay.
It's the 19th is Saturday, right?
Yes.
That's tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
They had the right day, but not the right date.
You're right.
And when people get old and decrepit and dementia like me, all that stuff need to line up. Because every time I try to program it into the phone, it don't work. It just didn't come together. So I picked the phone up and called one of the most brilliant attorneys in Fort Bend County, which is the future county attorney. And I said, help me make sense.
That's right.
And forgive me from calling at 7:30. Because if I don't know tomorrow, I wake up with the devil in me. And I'll be, because I got 4 o'clock, 4:30, I get up 5:30, I'm going to get a haircut. And the man done told me, now, you talk all that noise, but you ain't got too many more time to be coming up here and running behind, man.
Not that
I got hair. I had to get it cut. Okay. But
make sure you be there because I'm getting 3 community services awards. So I will
shut the front door. Not
did you see my magazine cover that it was published today with it's called Our Magazine.
If you put it on Facebook, if you put it on Instagram, chances are I'm not gonna see it.
All right, well, I'll send it to you.
Text me. I don't answer. I had to cut this phone off. I get many strange calls.
When I get my awards.
It's good. This is Sunday.
Sunday from 1 to 3.
Text that to me and my co-worker. You know who I'm talking about. And clarify it.
I've already clarified before I got on here. I clarified it with the coworker.
Okay, clarified with me too, because either I'm gonna go in there and go to sleep, which I doubt, or I'm gonna go to moving around. And I'm
don't move around too much and be there for Sunday. Yeah.
No, but it's Sunday.
Sunday from 1 to 3.
And tell the people, and I'm going home. What you're gonna be doing? Giving out toys.
Giving out toys and Christmas food boxes. We're serving 200 single young mothers and their children.
I'm not sitting down for the dinner because it said dinner and toys. I'm not eating that dinner.
We're not fixing dinner. We giving them dinner like the turkey.
Well, why y'all didn't put that in the thing? I said I'm not.
I did not make the flyer. The flyer was given to me. I did not make the flyer.
And I'm not going to announce the address of the location because I was told it was already pre-registered people.
Right.
Okay. But I can say
on the list, you're not going to get anything anyway. So
right, because they're going to be running the COVID test ID on you when you come there. And don't like we were giving away turkeys, and we told the people come 65. 65. Go look at the interview I did with the radio station. 65. And you had 25-year-olds saying the ID don't say that.
No, it don't.
And they wanted a turkey.
Can't get a turkey.
And the people gonna have the ID tomorrow. And I see that the member of the NAACP, am I right? I ain't gonna call him name. I had a chance to talk with him. He's a good man.
Yes.
And my friend on there, the future.
On the flyer.
I told my friend on the last line first, the future of Fort Bend County. I said, Lord have mercy. There's 4 lines on each line, except for the last line is 5. But on each line, I know 3 people on each one. And I said, that ain't always good, because my mama used to tell me that's a good way to get killed by knowing too many people.
Mama was right. I'm telling you, don't.
I know she may be, but mama been dead for years. I ain't finna claim that. But I know on the first line,
Mama was telling the truth.
The second line, 3, and that fellow on the third. But I'm just saying, dinner and toys will be provided. I'm glad. I hope the public gonna see this on Facebook and show up, because my people gonna fight.
Everybody just can't come if your name is not on the list.
Boy, y'all better get the law, because my people our people, and the vanilla, the dominant culture, all gonna see that, because nowadays everybody's showing up. You got hungry white folks and hungry black folks.
Yep.
Because when we giving turkeys out at that second location, it's a black-owned radio station I was doing. We had 400 turkeys. I think 350 of them was que no habla español in that community.
Yeah.
I found out I gotta quit. I found out how they do it. One found out to giving it away. They get on the phone and they call, be over there. They giving them away. Just show up. Pull up in the truck. Pull up. I saw one car. I said, excuse me, didn't you just come through here? I was the gatekeeper. I said, oh yeah, because I'm gonna tell you how I know, because I notice everything. And on your door handle where you open the car, it have a thing hanging off.
So they couldn't fool you.
I was over there yesterday.
Last week we fed over 1,000 people in one day.
Look here.
Last week, yeah.
You gotta press the button. We got more hungry people in Houston than we do in Ethiopia.
I believe you. We see it all.
I'm just saying, people, example.
It's true. Our line usually be 3 or 4 blocks long continuously.
Googleation, 30-something chickens died in one day. I ain't joking on this. And I said to myself, wait a minute, did they die? They said they died. Go Google it. And I said, are we eating dead chickens that died? Or are we eating chicken that we killed? Now, I love chicken, but I need to know that chicken was murdered.
No,
it wasn't sick and died.
No, that chicken was sick and died.
I need to figure this thing out here, because I don't want nothing. And I need to know the chicken was killed and the neck was wrong. I don't care how you do it. Run it through the machine and rip. I don't need to be eating no dying chicken, no chicken that has high blood pressure.
Something like that. That's how you get chicken parts. They'll just cut the part that's not infected.
Don't. I heard it, and they inject and make the chicken. That's what's wrong with it. That's what's wrong with it. But they want us to take the COVID virus. Have a good night. I'm done.
Take the COVID virus.
Yeah, but we don't know.
We don't know.
What you don't know don't hurt you. The devil is a lie. Isn't that something? Okay. All right. Go ahead and end your show. But it's I done got hungry, mad, and thirsty.
All of it together. All of that. They laughing at you. He hungry, thirsty, tired.
Did you tell them? I ain't gonna mess with these Negroes on here. I work for 2 of the largest credit card processing in
your thing is rolling down here at the bottom. Tell them.
Them black people and folks don't call. Yeah. We ask them. They like to listen, but they don't like to spend. And we can't make no donations to wLanita Hale if I work. I don't sit here, and we got some of the most unique. This is a credit card machine. Put it at the bottom, put it at the top. That's how. Let me leave that alone.
You said, let me leave that one alone.
But listen, I'm joking. In the show, I get a lot of support from all communities.
Yes, you do.
And I said, as ratchet and raw and uncut as I am, the majority of my clients are the dominant culture.
They don't look like it. I already know that. I know that.
I don't have many of my folks, because my folk come with the hand out wanting everything like I'm supposed to turn the wheel. And I got to eat bread. I ain't got nothing now, but
you got to eat.
But support me. Support my job and what I do.
True.
Because it helped me do what I do. Ooh.
Come on now.
Go ahead, Lanita. I'm going about my business.
He said he gonna go mind his business, y'all. But thank y'all for coming in and just talking with us and having a good time. And thank all of you who were on my food show. We had over 700 people on there. That was phenomenal. I had seafood and crab. You missed it last week, Donna. I had the oxtails and the noodles.
Oh, was that lady on that second of oxtail? What's that lady?
I had the oxtails.
Oh,
I had them and the noodles.
I got to do some work. I got to figure this thing out. I ain't had no oxtails in a long year. And chicken now, after I heard what happened. How you cook? Did Hale eat them?
No, he don't eat oxtails.
I don't blame him. Because we ain't figured out what it is yet. How many tails can you cut off an ox?
Market, you'll see it is the tail of an ox, and they just cut it out.
Well, let me ask you a question. I'll go on quick because I can talk. How many oxes have to die so you can get 10, 15 of them in that bag? How quick are we making them? I'm just saying, this is Donald Baker. I still hadn't figured it out, but I eat it at the drop of a hat.
What about pig feet?
Hold on. No, I don't mess with no pig feet. Them doggone chicken wing. How can you get a little chicken wing off a chicken? That ain't no chicken.
That's a drumlet. That's from
the chicken. That mean they kill the baby chicken. Where do them little bitty wings come from like that?
So it's the drumlet. It's the little bitty baby chicken.
Lanita, go to the country and see them chicken. They got wings, and the chicken wings I'm accustomed to the big old bowl, and them little bitty, they used to call them buffalo wings. Well, what the hell is it? Let me tell you. So think in my mind, that's how my mind and OCD work. That little bitty piece of chicken wing, you got to murder the chicken 2 days after they get here, or pump them up with some animal, but they do taste good. Now watch this. Somebody gonna tell me what they are. All right. Now I eat one of them chicken wings that do that. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. One of them from Church's Chicken with the steroids on it.
I ain't going to none of them. Church's, Popeye. If I have friends eating, I pick off. I make sure. Now I will eat them little. I don't know if they're rats, rodents, but the little bitty wings, and then they got the little bitty drumstick. That don't make sense. That don't make sense to me.
Drumlets, that's what they are, drumlets.
It ain't no chicken walking. Where's baby chickens? We killing the baby chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baby chicken. That's how.
And Timmy Chain, and sending us all in rats and fried, and you go in there. Oh, I don't eat all that stuff. Killing them. Now, I don't know. I'm just funny.
Well, that's how you get lamb meat. They kill the little cow, the baby cow, right after it. Well,
no, they don't do lamb like that. I don't want to eat lamb. Maybe I had a little lamb. I got my own problem with a lamb already.
All right, you already got your problem.
I don't want but one lamb that was slain from the foundation of the world. Can I take an offering right now? Please, Baker.
Right. Take the offering.
I want everybody to come right now.
Harold over here laughing at you.
Don't do like the sanctified people. When they get their money, they shame if it ain't much dollar, they ball it up.
Jones say, you know, you eat Chinese chicken.
Huh? What's Chinese? I don't. I ain't no chickens in here. Chinese, Vietnamese, Black American, nothing. I don't eat that. Oh, wait a minute. I'll eat them chicken wings. I'm not going to the Chinese place. They don't open up in River Oaks.
Nope.
They go to Cullen, Acres Home, and they take their money and they send it back to China.
You're right.
And the Vietnamese, they open up. Only the classic Vietnamese, they open up. But find me Timmy Chain in River Oaks, Sugarlands, Pearland. Okay?
Ain't gonna happen.
Now they do eat Church's Chicken because I got a Popeye 2 blocks with me, and I swear for God, my friend owned the Shell station.
In Israel.
In Israel. Look, the Popeyes in the gas station. And my friend owned it. And he owned the Sonic.
Yeah.
That's traditional. But these little old shacks that we open, I'm so happy to see all my people. You got sick. I don't have the turkey leg hut.
Yes.
I celebrate them. I know the brother, Chef Wendell Price, a good friend of mine. He's a celebrity chef. Google, because you know black people, Googleation. Chef Wendell Price is a good friend of mine. He's a celebrity chef. He cooked for the bombers and the governor, and he's a client. But I celebrate these business in that area. And I'm glad to see them because now at least the turkey leg is a normal size.
Yes, it's huge.
And you go there and you get a good meal.
Yes.
And you go to the other business in that area, and it's running the timber chain and buildings falling down. I wish I had the money to go buy them because they're leaving. And we need to stop letting them come in our communities.
Right.
And take their money and shoot our children if they come in there and steal a 2-piece bubble gum.
Yep.
I never could figure that out.
Won't nothing happen to them.
And don't pay no taxes.
None.
And the government gave them money when they came here.
It won't give me that loan or nothing. I can't get
the government gave the Chinese people because they say it was our fault for Pearl Harbor, and they gave them loans and still give them loans. And you put your money that you work for the people for on your job and deposit it in a bank that don't loan you no money.
That's right.
That don't make sense to me.
Don't make sense. You're telling the truth.
I do not have. I ain't gonna say what to do, but if I deal with a bank and they don't loan me a little money, bye. Have a good day. I take my money and put it in a chicken coop and bury it under there and let them poop on it before I put it in. They don't loan us money. But we put our money in banks, we can't get a mortgage. Y'all do more crooked stuff to get mortgages. Quit the show. I don't know.
What you think about the black banks?
You gotta get to Hale to put that on the other show. That's gonna take me a minute. Okay, the black bank that's here.
Opening up one in I think it's called United. They opening up.
United Bank is, you call it black, but it's owned by Nigerians.
Yeah.
I know the black, but I'm talking about some black.
Yeah.
They do good to become at the dominant banks, and we need to stop banking with these banks. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, Wood Forest, because your credit is bad, and all them other hooks.
Yeah.
And start putting our money together with your $1.2 trillion annually, and you can't call no shot. Now we changing this thing. All right, wLanita, go on. Because I get mad at that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, it happens every day. You telling the truth.
I don't care if I don't see a mixed culture in a restaurant or nowhere, a coffee shop, even the dope house. I ain't buying.
Yep.
I need to put folk. I want to see people that look like me, that don't look like me. I want to see females. I want to see males. I want to see it all. Mixture
of it. That's right.
And I ain't spending no money. I turn around.
That makes sense. And just like going in the Chinese stores, they go in there and then they
I can't talk about too many of them because I got a lot of Chinese folk that sell at half.
Yeah.
And they good clients of mine. I want to tell it, but I
just leave that alone. Leave that alone.
You go in there and you buy your hair, put it on the empty head and look good. And won't do your sister hair.
Come on now.
Because she's struggling right now. And she ain't got the $75 or $200.
200 more like it.
Be a blessing. Sometimes we just got to say, the Lord give it and the Lord take it. I'm going to bless your sister. And it'll come back. But go on there, wLanita, just show 2 hours. And you know black people, unless they drunk, doped up, they don't listen anyway.
It's Friday night. People at home, they don't have nothing to do. Can't go.
It is. It's cold. Oh, they can turn it. Oh, they can't go to no club. Yeah, well, okay.
Okay.
I ain't calling no names, but I had a friend of mine tell me, which I'm not interested. He said, man, I tell y'all to go to the Googleation. The man told me, Baker, He said, Baker, you ain't gonna believe this. This a couple months ago. He said, man, they got a drive-through shut the front door. Now look, now I'm real. I said,
one right here in Houston.
Shut up. Don't tell me. Because I told him, I said, man, that sound kind of good. I may be a little interested in seeing that. I may
drive through like a car wash. Just drive right up.
Well, don't tell me about that because tomorrow's 60% chance of rain. I don't have to watch no car. But I said, look at Doc, that may be something interesting. The Bible say, watch, fight, and pray. And I may do that and stay in my car with my mask. I don't know where my mask is.
You just have to crack your window a little so you can throw the money out.
I got to let the window down because if I'm gonna spend some money like that, I'm gonna need to be able to lay my hands on and
COVID, you can't do that now.
I'll put some gloves on. If I'm gonna throw some money, we're gonna have to work some deals. Ain't been getting my money. I drive off and just got a C.
Just throw the money out the window and keep it.
If I'm gonna throw the money out the window, I'm gonna throw them hands out the window too.
But you got a long line behind you. You can't stay in the line all night.
I got long money before me. They got money. I got money, so they ought to have one at each car service and jump. They need to be in line. So if you got a line with 20 cars, a girl need to be in there, shake it, drop it like it's hot, and keep moving, grab her little chain. That car, I need to set that up. Hale, you want to go in business, Hale?
They ain't making a lot of money over there.
Don't make me think. Don't do that because I don't want to.
No, don't start thinking about it. But it's right here in Houston. He telling you the truth. I saw it on the news.
wLanita, we gotta go. It ain't no different in them. I love to go to churches with praise dancers. I told this years ago. The praise dancers to me ain't no different than the strippers. Just one get paid and one don't.
All right, now.
So the way them women be up there, I watch me. They have them little footies on. And them the dress be flying and they come through there. I like that. I just ain't got to pay no money.
That's a praise and worship. They don't have nothing to do.
Praise. What is praise and what is worship? Praise is thank you. I praise you. Worship is something you adore, you bow down and submit. And when them pimps and punks and men's and in them strip clubs, they praise it and worship it. And them girls are praising and worship because they praise it and worshiping that money.
All right, now.
Praise and worship, put it in its perspective, just like preacher. Everybody preach. You a preacher, I'm a preacher, Hale a preacher, Lil Church a preacher, the rapper preacher, Snoop Dogg is a preacher, Kanye is a preacher, and they still pimps too. So what is preaching? Ain't nothing. Preaching ain't worth the paper it's written on because it don't mean nothing but persuade you.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Oh, no. Go away. Because you're going to have these people coming. I'm trying to find this man card I was supposed to call.
You trying to find how to go to that drive-through strip club. That's what you trying to find.
Look here. If I got to do that, and I got the money to go there, and it's COVID, I got the money to bring them here if I want. And I ain't
all right, then.
I ain't leaving here. Nothing coming here without going through the WA station. Watch you. Okay. And so I'm OCD.
Yes, you are.
And prior to that, when the COVID, I knew about it, and most of my family tell you, before December, when I went to see my relative that you came and support me that passed away, my sibling.
Mm-hmm.
And I told my oldest that you came to the house and y'all made them cups, them gold cups. You got that cup?
Yeah, I still have mine, the blue one with the silver.
I told him, I said, I'm not going up on no hospital floor. I don't care if it's Jesus, because there's a COVID, and they know what it was. Because I'm a news buff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a single man that I date. I told one, we might well call it out right now because I got to figure this thing out. Now, if you come, you got to hang your clothes on the rack. Here at the door I had. And I had a blue tarp.
Yes.
Okay. And they got to stand there and I got to Lysol and spray them down then if you gonna snuggle up and hold me till I go to sleep or what have you, clean you. I'm gonna clean you. And I got all kind of stuff. I got Lysol. But listen, I don't want to get into that. So I ain't got to worry about. I ain't going nowhere. I got work to do. And y'all got this event on Sunday and stuff. wLanita, I thank God for you. I thank God for Dr. Hale. Everything is ordained. I may be ratchet. I may be cold. I say what I want to say.
That's right.
And because it's the truth.
That's the
and
truth.
most of y'all know I'm telling the truth. And probably said, wLanita, why you had that old, this is what they gonna say, my people. Why you gonna have that old Negro on there? You know the Negro crazy. That Negro gonna say anything. You got to censor him. I was sensitive.
We don't have a show on here. Everybody.
I'm gonna tell you something. Like they did on this other show, the people love it.
They do.
The truth.
I say it.
You got all of them hypocrites that don't like the truth.
Yep.
Most of them, if they can get away, they'll go kill their pastor. All the money they done poured in them churches, and their house falling down, and they ain't got shoes to wear, and these Christmas is coming, and the babies ain't got no Cabbage Patch dog talk, whatever they call, and all this other computer stuff that these little children want that don't need. Get them some books.
Oh no, they don't want no books. That's what they need, but they don't want no books.
I don't know how to do that. Look, all that stuff we don't have need. You see that?
Yeah.
Coming in. You see that? Can you see them two? What that thing they call that? Little mini iPads.
Yes.
I ain't paid a nickel for any. I got two here, one in each room. Ain't good for nothing but music. Now I'm gonna show you what they're good for while you talk about the show and do the closing. Go ahead.
Guys, for joining in.
Yeah. This all they good for.
Music.
What is that? Who is that?
What's that?
My thing right. Oh, that's T.D. Jakes. Sacred Love Songs. Shirley Murdoch. She got a pretty voice. I got to research that. It says Shirley Murdoch, the lady, the love of her Lord.
Sacred Love Songs. I think that's what it was called.
That song, I just hit it on my iTunes. That's all I use. That sounds pretty good there. That sounds like some In Between the Sheets.
Well, I guess that's what he did, make it for on a Christian level. I think that's what he said.
If you're knocking the boots, it ain't got nothing to do with Christian.
I'm telling you what they said. I'm just passing the message.
Lover and Lord. Oh my. Okay, wLanita, we have went far beyond, and you said it. You got to stop me because I ain't had nothing else to do but just return a few calls, and that ain't gonna happen. But I'm always glad to be on here.
And we are always glad to have you. We would never censor you. You know, you can always talk, say whatever you want. We never.
Now, I mean, ain't got nothing to do. I don't send me no gifts for Christmas, because I ain't gonna send nobody no gifts. That's worse than the anniversaries.
You say that's worse than the anniversary?
Because if you give me a gift, I'm gonna feel some type of way.
Yeah.
No, I do want gifts. Hell, let me quit telling that.
You have Harold over here rolling at you.
I do. I forgot because that my cleaning lady. I hate saying cleaning. Lady keep the house in order came and she had this thing with this wonderful candy. I said, please take it, Elizabeth. It was a big square and gold wrap paper. I forget the clusters. And I said, I was sitting there working, and I said, Elizabeth, come get it. Put it away in the secret tabernacle. Out of sight, out of mind.
That's right.
Okay. And that was a gift.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't feel I'm obligated to give nothing because I pay too much. That is a gift. You're welcome. All right, people, I'm gone. Somebody just sent an instant message without it. They say you sure right. They don't know me like that. They call me Donald. Donald, you sure right about that protection program. All them church. I know when you'll tell me, I'm gonna have to send them. But
it's been all on the news, and people upset because Osteen got the $4 million.
He ain't the only one.
That's what I know. He ain't the only one that got the money.
Osteen, Sugar Creek, all them churches, the walls coming up or coming down or whatever. Them churches, and they all good preachers. But they got to get it right. They did. I know what they're doing. They were trying to subsidize coming out the budget.
Yeah.
Now, wLanita, in the show, hey, the government goes broke at midnight if they don't cut a damn deal, people. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know. It's 10:30. Did they pass a bill or they did? They ain't gonna pass. They gonna do a little temporary order to spend. How you temporary spend if you broke?
I know you can't temporary spend. If you broke, you broke.
They gonna pass a temporary order because it's supposed to happen at midnight. Nobody coming together because new administration. United States been broke from day one. We owe the Chinamans. They coming for their money. Quit. Yeah. Bye. I got to leave. It's a blessing to be on here. Have a wonderful day. Good night. I love y'all.
Y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. And remember, I want you to just go ahead and just have a good night. We had a good laugh. That's what it's all about. Just coming together. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you.